Hey everyone, welcome to our first episode of Fade Roulette, where we're gonna be doing a fade review on one of these many jeans here from our Eternal Wall of Fade. And so here I have a random number generator from the lovely people at Google. We got 61 jeans on the wall here. So let's just click here, generate 3. Got that in focus?
It's a little blown out, but we can see.
Okay, it's 3. So we're gonna go over here and we'll count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, the third jean here. Let's see what we got. Oh, am I gonna be able to get this back? There we go. Okay, let's bring it over to the table here. This is a very special jean, actually. So this jean here is from Paul Rose Products, which is a special edition jean that Brandon did as kind of an homage to his grandfather, who had a brand called Paul Rose. So back in the day, we did these special edition jeans on this black denim here. We're actually thinking about doing another one for the future. But here, Terry, you can also zoom in and out there if you want.
There we go.
So here's the patch. So let's just start on the front as we normally do here for this fade review. So coming in at the top here, we can see this beautiful little woven patch on the back here, which I do like. It's a very vintagey looking with that white and blue colorway. Nice and small on the back and just hidden behind that patch there, so you don't end up seeing the stitching anywhere else on the waistband. Looking here, you can actually see where that veg tan, the tannins of the veg tan leather has actually kind of stained the inside of the jean. So that's a cool little, like, I'd say like kind of vintagey detail on the back, which is nice. And then looking just here at the waistband, you can see that this is fading very nice. It started out as a black by white denim. So what that means is black on the warp, white on the weft, on the inside, on that fill yarn. And then we can see quite a bit of fading on the top here, all over this area. We have a unbranded button, which is cool. So we got this kind of plain button here that is black, like kind of a black enamel on the outside, and then it's faded on the corners, a little bit of brassing, as they say. And then moving down to the fly buttons here, we can see again that pattern is followed with that black coating and then the brassing on the edge of those buttons. Buttonholes are all in great condition. All of the buttons, there's actually one more button there, all still there. And a cool little stitch detail here that you don't always see, that diagonal stitch going to the button. We actually can talk here about I can't see which fit this is. It's completely, it looks like a weird guy. I can't read it 100%, but it's a slubby black Selvedge 100% cotton, size 33, Paul Rose Products. So that's the tag. One other detail that you don't see actually on Naked Famous Denim often, except for the MIJs, is the hidden rivets details in here. So that's a cool, another feature that we have. And then coming back to the front here, we can see also these copper rivets. These are 100% copper rivets, and a lot of wear and tear on this little coin pocket. It looks like someone had a Zippo or something in their coin pocket, because it's roughly that shape. And there's even a little hole, not a little hole, a big hole, quite a large hole actually, where that, I guess that Zippo kind of broke through on the coin pocket. So really cool feature there. Coming down to the upper thigh area, or we got the whiskers here. Lots of contrast, a lot of fading on here. These were worn fairly tight. You can see that they're fairly horizontal, that these were definitely pulled a little bit on the snugger side. Moving down here, we can see some wear and tear and repairs on the crotch area. Oh, almost sneezed. And then coming down here on the lower thigh area, a nice general fading here. We can start to see this nice streaky vintage denim, which I do really love that look of those old school streaky pairs. Coming down to the knee, nice little repair of with the brown yarn with a sashiko kind of style stitch here. So it looks like his knee broke a little bit there, and he did a repair. Let's take a look quickly just on the inside. I'm just curious to see. So he used an indigo fabric. So there you can see. Oh, and it was also selvage. So a little bit of Redline selvage fabric on the inside here, just to reinforce and repair that. A nice whip stitch going around the edge, all by hand, very nicely done. Whoever did this repair has a little bit of skill and definitely some time to do it nicely. Oh, another little hole here. This is actually interesting. Hole on the outseam. I wonder how this formed, but you can actually see the selvage edge poking through right there. It doesn't focus that close, Terry.
There we go.
Yeah. So, yeah, just an interesting little detail. I wonder what caused that, but we'll look when we get to the back. On this side, a little bit of fading on the knee, but so far no breaking through on that side, so no repairs. Coming down to the bottom, now we get a little bit back more into that black area, so it's less gray, more black, but you still see that beautiful streakiness. Definitely a lot of wear and rubbing on the inside, on the inseam here, where his shoes are like the bottom is here, and then nice peachy pink selvage ID, micro busted too, which I really do like this detail. I quite like when they have that faded red, peachy pink color, a nice vintage detail. You can see here that these, looks like they were cuffed. Yeah, these were cuffed a little bit. You can see some of the cuff marks here, but you can also see some stacking here where these have stacked and faded as well. So, and also a keen eye will notice some of the leg twist. You can actually see here that the outseam is a little bit on this side and the inseam has twisted over a little bit, and you can see it starts here and then slowly as it goes down, it kind of twists over. So another cool vintage detail. Let's go to the back here. So on the top here, we have that Paul Rose Products patch, which is this lovely thick veg tan leather and patinaed beautifully here. Some small, very small kind of cracking in the font where the embossing is, but overall lovely condition and a very cool vintage style patch. Coming down a little bit, the back pockets are in great condition, considering how much wear and tear the front had, especially on that Zippo fade. But we can see here on the edge, is almost breaking through here. Some of the weft yarn is just holding it together. Same with down here. There's a small hole forming here. I guess it was kind of like tight on that area and it was pulling a lot, as well as on the back top part of the pockets starting to rip through, which is a nice little detail. Now coming down to the crotch, you can see that these were worn very hard because they have two monster blowouts here, which were repaired by hand as well. So no sewing machine, it looks like here. These are all hand done repairs. Let's take a look at the inside. All right. Okay, so it looks like we have three different panels here of fabric that were sewn in to the crotch area just to kind of reinforce and fix those blowouts. But all done by hand, so whoever did this, nice job, very good work on these crotch repairs in here. Moving down, we have some beautiful, beautiful honeycombs. These are definitely what you want in the world of honeycombs, and you can see right here, one of these honeycombs even kind of turned into a little bit of a hole here, which is really cool. That was that hole that we could see the selvage edge through. So great honeycombs and a little bit of kind of cracking forming here, which does happen sometimes. On the back here, we have more fading on the bottom part of the leg, a little bit of a brownish tinge here. Maybe some dirt was rubbing up against his shoe, something like that. But just this beautiful grainy kind of cross hatch, but overall vertical falling fade and a little bit of slub on this fabric. And here we can see more of the roping on the hem, which is nicely done. Interesting on this one, what I notice is how the roping is like a lot more vertical, whereas sometimes you get roping that is more kind of on an angle, but this one has more of a vertical roping fade, which is cool. So anyways, let's see a little front. Here's the front and the back of the Paul Rose Products jeans. It's cool that we were able to select this one with a random number generator because we do have some plans to hopefully bring back the Paul Rose brand for the 20th anniversary We actually spoke about it briefly on the live stream last night. So if you haven't been tuning into the live stream, you definitely want to, because you get all the latest updates, all the scoops, so to say, on Naked Famous Denim. If you stuck around until the very end, thank you. Please hit the like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.